Hello, and how's it going, everybody? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news, and the news I have for all of you today is regarding the Elder Scrolls Blades, which is awesome because we don't get news regarding the Elder Scrolls Blades very often unless it's to say that the game is delayed for like the 42nd time. But I have news for you today regarding when we're going to get to see actual brand new gameplay and an entire conference about the Elder Scrolls Blades, as well as maybe some more information regarding the release date and when we'll finally get this freaking game in our hands. The Elder Scrolls Blades is going to be at the Game Developers Conference, which is a big and major game developers conference where they talk about a lot of the cutting edge information, coding, and just general talk about the gaming industry regarding game development. Everything from making the UI to coding, artificial intelligence, and beyond. And Bethesda Game Studios is going to actually be at GDC with a conference about the Elder Scrolls Blades and the UI process regarding how they made the Elder Scrolls Blades work for different mobile devices and for both portrait and landscape modes as well. Now, this conference is going to take place between March 18th and March 22nd, but the Elder Scrolls Blades conference is going to take place on the very first day, March 18th. Now, yes, this is a couple months away, but the Elder Scrolls Blades during its last delay said that it was going to come out during the first quarter of 2019, and March is in the first quarter of 2019, and that they have some kind of conference scheduled for March of 2019, and it doesn't have anything to do with like an obvious post-game, post-release type conference, then that leads me to believe that the Elder Scrolls Blades probably isn't going to come out anytime before March. However, March is towards the very end of the first quarter of 2019, so if it doesn't come out before this conference, it would have to come out at the end of it, and some people believe that March 31st is going to be the release date for the Elder Scrolls Blades, and leading by the GDC conference that we're seeing here right now, I'd have to say that that might be right. If it doesn't come out in March, then it almost doesn't come out during the first quarter. In fact, it would have to come out during the second quarter at that point, so unless we have another, oh wow, I hope we don't, but unless we have another delay coming our way, it would have to come out right after this conference, or maybe even be announced right after this UI gameplay display. Now, even if we don't get an announcement or a release date type thing, we are definitely going to see some new gameplay at this conference. I can guarantee you that, because if they're going to be talking about the UI, if they're going to be talking about the changes between the user interface for both landscape mode and portrait mode on mobile devices, tablets, and phones, and things like that, as well as possible information on the PC mode for Elder Scrolls Blades, because it'd have to have a whole nother UI for that, then we definitely will have to see new gameplay showing off all the different user interface modes in the different settings on all these mobile devices, and I'm super excited to see some new gameplay. There was Elder Scrolls Blades gameplay at the Apple event last year, however, I couldn't talk or show anything about that because anyone that talked or uploaded any, like, even 5 seconds of this footage got the video taken down and got a copyright strike. Apple wanted to make sure, or maybe it was Bethesda, maybe it was both. Either way, they wanted to make sure no one was getting this footage, so I didn't upload that for you, but if I can, I'll definitely show you the footage that happens in March, as well as give you any speculative information on anything leading up to that point, and hopefully we don't get any more news regarding another delay. If we do get any more news, hopefully it is giving us a definite date on when we can see this, because I'm tired of getting these quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, quarter infinity just estimations on when this game is coming out, as well as no definite reason on why it's been delayed over and over and over again. People can speculate. We can speculate that maybe it's because Fallout 76's reception amongst the community scared the crap out of Bethesda, so they're pushing games back to make sure they do extra well, which I guess is kind of good, or maybe it's just that they're having issues with getting the game to work on earlier versions and earlier phones, so that way people with new phones aren't the only ones who can play the Elder Scrolls Blades, and that's where I'm putting my hat in. I believe that they're having issues getting the Elder Scrolls Blades to run on earlier versions of Androids and maybe even iPhones, because the Elder Scrolls Blades looks ambitious, even for a mobile game, which a lot of people aren't saying. I don't think people are hyping the Elder Scrolls Blades as much as they should be. It looks like a really ambitious game for what we've seen so far, but only time will tell when it comes to both how ambitious and well this game will play, and when we'll finally get to freaking play this game. And as always, I want to know what you have to say about all of this. Let me know down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet and make it featured in a future video. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in the know when it comes to gaming news. Follow me over on Twitter for the latest channel updates and random shit about me. If you want to have your hand in providing future content and defending the channel from bullshit copyright strikes and video takedowns, then consider consider subscribing to the community on Patreon, where you can earn unique and awesome awards and be able to be on the patron-only podcast, where you can call into the show, where we will have a monthly podcast, and I will upload this to the channel for everyone to see. More information on that to come. Make sure you check out the Twitch channel, where I am a Twitch affiliate, and come over to the channel Discord chat server, where there's always some awesome and active conversation and speculation taking place. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when the Elder Scrolls Blades gets delayed until after the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. Oh man.
Bye, have a great time.